Welcome to the podcast, you fucking little fuckers.
I mean, you don't have to curse in the first
That's exactly against their thing.
3 seconds.
All right, I think we'll just cut my part of it, but still, I'm happy with it.
Yeah. All right. I'm Bob Dickers.
I'm
Rob.
Morgan.
I'm Rob for short.
Yeah. Rob for short. Yeah.
Because that name used to mean something.
That name used to mean something. I can't figure out what that something is, but I'm going to try.
Yeah.
I'm going to try real hard. I'm going to look at all these books. I'm just going to ask AI once, and then I'm not going to look anymore.
You got it. It's on a need-to-know basis. The sins of a man's past may come and haunt him, but only if the sins are known.
Only if the sins are known. Oh, you use this as a fake name when you did something stupid.
No. That's my real name, Bob Dickers. Rob for short.
Ah, dude. And now I'm the guy being an idiot with that. So,
right.
Welcome to the podcast. So, hopefully the sound is right. Took a lot of work to make the acoustics work.
If it's not, I don't care.
I
have to take a shit. I've been having an existential crisis for a week.
Yeah.
And I have a pickup truck in LA.
Yeah.
Like, my life is going to shit.
Yeah, well, I'm
It's
glad you brought up.
It's okay.
The tone.
I'm going to put a gun in my mouth.
Yeah.
And not pull the trigger.
What kind of gun?
And then ask people what it means. You know? What is that? What does that mean?
What does that mean? Is that a good thing?
For a man to have a loaded gun in his mouth and not pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Can I still get 5150?
Yes!
No.
100%!
Well, that's un-American.
Okay. Is that going to be the first un-American thing you've ever
What if
encountered?
I'm a performer? What if I'm doing it for Gaza? If I put a loaded gun in my mouth and don't pull the trigger for Gaza.
In a very frustrating way, I think there actually might be a chance they let you off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't like that. You should have to be 5150.
If I put a gun...
You should have to. They should put you in there. I don't care how many Israelis are in there. You should fucking go, even if you're supporting Gaza but trying to kill yourself. You should get to meet all the crazy people.
No, I'm not supporting Gaza. I'm just doing it for Gaza.
For Gaza.
You know?
What does that mean?
Look.
Gaza.
Well, yeah, but the Israelis carpet bomb Gaza for Gaza.
Yeah. Well, they like carpets.
Yeah. They do. They do.
Let's talk about the existential crisis, because then I can get out of joke.
There's no. I just feel like there's no adventure anymore. Like, I need an adventure. Like, I'm not gonna sit around in LA and just go to the market. Oh, this is great. Sit in traffic.
Yeah.
This is great. Get some fucking job that I don't like. To pay for a girl to live in a house who I will end up resenting and have kids that don't like me. You know what I mean?
Okay, well,
just to live in some sort of semblance of safety because we've been told that the rest of the world is a shithole. I've been around the rest of the world. It is not a shithole. And we don't have to pay astronomical prices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm paying to have a non-existence by living in LA.
Yeah.
It's a non-existence.
Paying to make it impossible to do a podcast
in
your apartment because the acoustics.
Because the acoustics suck.
Because of crown molding.
Because the fucking traffic, dude. Like, what? My life is just going to be, I'm going to wait on the 405 forever. Like, you know? I want to go do trippy shit.
Yeah.
I watched too many Indiana Jones movies when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I've sailed across the Atlantic. I want to go sailing again.
So you need some,
I want to be on a caravan in the middle of Arabia with a bunch of camels. You know what I mean? I want to go beat women in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
You know? I'm
caravans
Rob
here.
Dickers. That name used to mean something.
We have caravans here, just so you know.
Yeah, but I don't want to be in a fentanyl caravan. I want to be in a Bedouin caravan, you know?
Yeah. No, I watched Star Wars. I like those guys. Those
Yeah.
are my favorite ones.
I told my friend that. I told my Arabian friend that. He was like, "Oh, that's who those guys were?" And I was like, Khaled, enough, dude. I was like, you know.
So I like this idea. It's definitely something that's relatable. Certain things of it I think are just realities. Like getting a job that you don't want as the beginning. That's how you just do it.
No,
and
but even if you
that.
get the job that you do like,
Yeah.
you're still a prisoner in a soulless society.
Yeah.
In a soulless place. So it's like, what? I'm going to just go to Erewhon and not have a soul? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just going to get good cocaine and not have a soul?
Yeah. I got to pay $25 to just not have a soul and get a sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, I can afford to not have a soul now. You know? A lot of people in the city, they can't afford and they still don't have a soul. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you've traveled quite a bit, and I get the sense from you that, like, those places that you travel to, you have fun, but you don't want to stay there long term.
I would.
You would?
If I wasn't so sentimental, I would. But my friends and family are here.
Yeah.
But at a certain point in time, I'm going to say, fuck all of them.
No, that's
because I'm going to die, and I can't die in this city.
You know that your friends and family would fully support, at least the ones that, like, you know, can understand, they would fully support you if you moved away, right? And all we would hope is that you would just move, like, you would not move back, you would visit, right? That's what we would hope, because you do have a sentimentality, but you can fulfill that just by visiting.
Yeah, but once you leave this place, you'd never want to come back. Imagine going to a beautiful place and then dang, I'm going to go on vacation to a fentanyl-filled hellhole, and I'm going to wait on freeways, and I'm going to land in LAX and wait for my bags. And I'm going to make somebody that I know go through LAX because I'm that important. You know what I mean?
You understand?
It's asinine.
You can get an Uber there, and people make it seem like it's impossible.
No.
You literally cross the street.
I do get the Ubers, but if I'm coming back to the hellhole, the least you should do is pick me up.
Oh, so you're
the least you should do is pick me up.
You have both points of view.
Yes.
I respect that about you.
I'm demanding my importance.
But you better fucking come, but I'm going to hate this city because they made you come.
Yeah.
That text was sent from me, not LA.
Exactly. You got to know how to play both sides. You know? I'm completely conscious.
That makes total sense.
It does. It does. Does it not?
So, no, but I can get your idea of, like, no adventure.
There's no adventure. And there's no danger.
What?
A life well lived is a semi-dangerous life.
Because the danger here, it's not palpable like New York.
Yeah, but even the danger in New York is not like that dangerous. I'm talking about like Indiana Jones danger. I'm talking about like sailing a boat across a vast ocean. It's not like you're gonna die. I'm not saying go to Iraq and go to war. I'm just saying like do something where maybe you might die, but it's like kind of like flying on an airplane, except there's a scenic view. You know what I'm saying?
Everything you just described, the only example of it that exists in the world, like today, is being a terrorist. No passport, everything like, you know, no tracking. Right. You're trying to evade all that stuff. And maybe you live, odds are probably not.
Right.
You got to get that mission done.
Right.
So in reality, Indiana Jones, that never existed.
Yes, it did.
No. Like people who hunted for artifacts, they didn't work like that.
Yes, they did.
No, they had armies behind them.
I don't care.
And those people would chop.
Those were only the Nazis. That was in the movie.
No, those are the British people who went to Egypt and took all the shit. And same with Africa. Same with a lot of other places in the world. And I'm not saying that's bad. What are you doing? I'm saying that's bad.
I'm Bob Dickers, dude.
It's not bad.
I'm Dr. Bob Dickers.
I'm Dr. Bob Dickers, archaeology professor.
Yeah, but it just seems like you're just like, it's like time doesn't move here, dude. It's just like everyone is just living a lie here, and there's no adventure. It's just like you go to the gym, health and wellness. Like, fuck you. I'd rather die of emphysema at 50.
Everything you just said is true, but you are projecting something that isn't true, which is that there's some certain parts of what you're saying exist everywhere. And other parts, like you and I have talked about, what would it be like to live in Austin, Texas, right?
It would be even worse.
Why do you think
than
that?
Here?
Why do you think that?
Because all the worst people from California went there. All the people that quit, that said, I want to live in LA, but just not pay as much and feel safer. All the pieces of shit from LA went there. Yeah. You know what I mean? At least if you're going to move away from LA, have a change of scenery. Just don't go to the same thing that's a bit more streamlined. That's all Austin is. It's just a more streamlined LA. You know what I mean? There's less traffic, shit is cheaper, shit is safer. It's really no different.
That was like half of your complaints right now.
What?
That there's traffic and it's cheaper and that things are like, you know, all blocked up here. And the soul thing, okay, maybe there's nobody with a soul over
There's
there.
not.
But there's locals with a soul. And also you have to...
All the locals left.
You have to accept... No, they did not. And you have to accept that some of those LA people are like you. They like guns. They get behind what LA is about.
But okay, let's be honest. Everybody from Austin
is
a piece of shit. Because they're liberals in Texas. It's like, stop living a lie. Like you're living a double life. You're not Jason Bourne. You're not Jason Bourne. What?
A lot of them switched over. Fucking Joe Rogan. Case in point.
But Joe Rogan is not from Austin. I'm talking about the Austonians. I'm talking about how Austin was prior to this a liberal, beehive. in Texas, right?
That's true.
Those people, you're a piece of shit. You live in Texas. You're not a liberal. Enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Enough.
Yeah.
If you're a liberal in Texas, you just want you just want a new pool in your backyard, and you just don't want to have to pay people livable wages. You know what I mean?
No, plenty of my favorite comedians have big critiques of living in Austin before the boom. And like the critiques they have are hilarious. I mean, first off, it's one of the like biggest alcohol cities you could ever have. Like just massive amounts of alcohol.
Nothing to do there.
A lot of fat women who have a little bit of a southern charm, but not enough to really make it possible without a few drinks.
They're not girls from Georgia. They don't have that charm, and they're not real southern girls because they live in a city in the South. If you get a southern girl, you want a southern belle. You want a high.
Where do you think those are?
Other parts of Texas?
You think Dallas?
Probably more so.
Dallas doesn't have as much shit.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
You want a place, but you want things. You want things at your disposal. You want to be able to go to stores.
Not
and
really.
Things you want.
I would rather not have those abilities and live in a society that was alive than live in a society where I can go. I would rather have to drive 5 miles to Target than live next to a Target.
Oh, that I agree with you.
You see what I'm saying?
But it's more like stores that don't exist in your city, right?
Like what?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't have Urban Outfitters. No, but see, when you're alive, you don't really care about the clothes that you wear. You know what I'm saying? And you buy clothes to fit what you're doing. There's this that's why there's this fashion thing where it's like we're bringing back all this fashion. Like say bomber jackets or things like that. Yeah. Or leather jackets or guys are wearing motorcycle boots. But those things became a fashion statement because they were what someone did. They were functional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I was doing something, I would just wear that. You know what I mean?
Half of menswear is co-opted from the military. I watched this video. It's cardigans were invented for the military by Lord Cardigan.
Yeah.
It's insane. Nice. So the military does have good style, but very few people are flying bomber jets.
Right.
So if that jacket's cool,
but you're living a lie. That's the whole point.
All right, you got on what you could call cowboy boots.
Well, I also have a pickup truck. I'm well armed. I have a lot of guns.
Yeah.
And I refuse to wear sneakers because I'm not a piece of shit who thinks that he's cool. Because did you see it? Look, they put the Nike logo backwards. You know what I mean? He's what? You know what I mean? Because I don't lie to myself, right?
That reminds
me. Because I exist in reality. I don't need to lie to myself. I don't need to watch the new SNL and say that it was as good as the old ones because I'm very scared of dying. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to suck out the last bit of joy of my joyless life. You know what I mean?
I mean, the SNL thing, I watched it. It was very much like a 50-50, and the part that was good was just everything that was older, and even the stuff that wasn't as good that I grew up with, that was what was good. But the stuff that resembles what I saw as an adult and what exists now, it's horrible. It's reprehensible. But the old stuff is so funny. Did you see Black Jeopardy? You didn't see any of it.
No.
Black Jeopardy. It's one of the best sketches of all time.
I refuse to watch it.
I get that. It's a reasonable protest to have.
Well, because I have a soul, and I don't lie to myself.
Yeah. I think selling your soul for certain things. I think that's what this city is about.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. That's you just have to determine what the price is and what's worth it.
It's
that kind of thing.
It's never worth it.
It's never worth it.
It's never worth it.
That's not what it. That's what it says in the Bible.
We have ancient stories that we have modern stories.
Yeah.
Diddy. We have ancient stories.
Faust.
The Israelites. Faust. We have Faust too. Every single story says, "Don't do it, brah," and you still do it, brah. Don't fucking do it, brah.
There's just a Samoan guy who everybody hears when people are talking.
That's what I hear.
Don't do it.
I just hear, "Oh, brah, don't you do it, brah."
No, just
have you ever seen that Dog the Bounty Hunter video?
Yeah.
Where he's like, "Don't you push him, brah."
Yeah.
My son will whoop your old ass. And the guy's blacked out drunk. You're like, come on, dude.
Hey, okay, so I don't know if this interests you at all, but there's a guy who was going around, I think it was Chicago. No, it must have been a smaller city. And
having sex with minors.
Having sex with minors. I think he might have actually done that. But he wore a superhero suit that was bulletproof, right? It's like $12,000 suit. And he just went around like, some of it was bullshit, like, walking people home from the bar. But he would go to bars and like find bar fights and just end them. Just beat the shit out of people. It was awesome. It was like, I think it's something Thunder. It's worth looking up. And eventually they found out that he was running drugs. And which was like hilarious. But they found out, and I think people already kind of knew who he was, and he was like a low-level MMA fighter, but against some dumb guy at a bar, he's way better.
Right.
And so he's just wearing this fucking...
Was he big?
Medium-sized, but buff.
Right.
Yeah. And so, it's a sick story. It's like, and he had a whole... But here's the thing. If you've seen the movie Kick-Ass, he had a whole crew that like also put on costumes and like helped out. Yeah, it was nuts. But a lot of the stuff they would do is like just community service. But then the other stuff where they would get in fights, like they just got so amped up. They're like, I'm gonna fucking go for this, man.
See, that's somebody who is like doing what I could never. He's making the best of a situation.
Yeah.
He lives in a soulless hell, and he's like, I'm going to carve out a little bit of life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So maybe making a little money off some fentanyl.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Post that shit on Instagram, like whatever.
Dude. Oh, my God.
I think, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
That's hot.
There's just nothing to do anymore, man. Here.
Well, I think...
Like, dude, they tell you, like, we were at Target. They said, this elevator, don't use this elevator. Why not? You know what I mean? They're training us. The Unabomber's manifesto is manifesting, dude. It's manifesting. I swear to God. The soft control that they're exerting upon us of rule following is going to end poorly. And it's just turning people into fucking robots. And what the fuck is up with everybody on YouTube and Instagram is now is now a freelance advertiser for every corporation. You know what I mean? Just doing reviews of things. Everybody is just reviewing shit that they have.
They get paid to.
But some of them don't. They start off and they don't get paid. And only a fraction of them get paid. You know what I mean?
But dude,
it's like, you're a piece of shit.
Hey.
And these are the same Marxist people.
Say that now, right? You can have that opinion. However, everything expensive you buy after this, if we can like register this as a business, you can...
But I won't be reviewing it on YouTube. And saying this and going like this. Well, hey, how are you? You know that little tonality that they have?
What if you can deduct it
in
from
1345? Well, that's a business expense. The Kardashian vacation business expense is different than being some fat fuck in front of a computer going, I just bought this new double straw. Let's try it out. Yeah. Like, what are you, some sort of piece of shit? Are you a whore? Is it like everyone is an OnlyFans model now? Everyone is a corporate shill OnlyFans model. At least, you know what? At least OnlyFans models are doing something on camera.
Yeah.
And they themselves are the product. You just have these fat fucks that live in Hawaii and just go, right, today I'm reviewing the double bag chip to hope to get some fucking ad revenue or something. It's like, you're like, go spend time with your kids or die. Either way. The kids will be better off either way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mandate. So what I'd say is, did I ever tell you my theory about OnlyFans and why it's becoming more and more prevalent every year? It's just that I think that if there's really a coalition between, just the people who are pushing technology, taking over, AI, taking everybody's job, and the, billionaires who kind of are in control of things, they want everybody to become an OnlyFans model. Now the critique would be, why would they not want hot people to become OnlyFans models? It's because they want people they want to have some variety. They're like, sometimes I don't want to look at a hot bitch. I want to look at an ugly bitch.
No, I totally get that.
Yeah. No, and I think they want that, and I think they're really trying to make it so that all of us have that at some point in our day.
Sometimes I jerk off to women that I don't find very attractive.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, I know I could get that one.
Yeah, exactly.
like that one is closer to reality.
Yeah.
Like, instead of like the dime piece 10 I'm like, I'm not going to get that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to jerk off, because then it feels more real. It's like
it does.
Have you ever met a girl and then you didn't fuck her, but you're like, oh, I'm going to fuck her, and then you go home and you look up porn, which exactly what she looks like.
Yeah.
Jerking off to that to prepare for that thing.
Yeah. No, but then the last part is you jerk off, you have fun, and then you're like, yeah, I don't even need to fuck her now.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what the billionaires want to do.
That's true. Yeah. That's very true.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously trying to do that just to crush the human spirit in reality. Yeah. Because let's be honest, like I'm more of like a fan of Schopenhauer in regards not to get too brainy for you, all you geniuses out there who listen to comedy podcasts. But I'm more of like a fan of Schopenhauer in the sense that I do think that everything revolves around sex. I do think that every motivation is. I do think that the Colosseum was built for sex. I think that America was built for sex. I think the M16 was built for sex.
Yeah.
I think that every human innovation was built for sex. I mean, why do you think cavemen first built bowls? You know what I mean? Because it was like, oh, we can put our berries in a bowl instead of cupping them in our hands and eating them, so we could save that for later so we could go fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I was sure you were thinking of those types of porns where like a bunch of guys fuck a girl and then she like, puts all the cum, shits out all the cum and then she drinks it. That kind of thing. I thought that's what
I don't watch that kind of porn.
I've seen it in passing. I'm not looking it up. Okay. It's like, hey, look, why are they using a mixing bowl? What is that about?
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that's why they're using a mixing bowl. Okay, well, I will make sure not to click on these because I know what a mixing bowl looks like and I didn't know what was in there. I thought it might be eggs. I'm like, what can you do with eggs? No, it's not eggs. I wonder if you cooked cum, if it would turn into eggs. Or like, in this consistency of like scrambled eggs.
Like scrambled eggs?
Because it's
that's
kind
actually
of the
a good
same
point. That's
viscosity.
A good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. Hey, viewers at home, dude, send us some clips.
Maybe I could do that and then feed it to my dog.
Yes.
Like that would be would that be less weird? Would that be less weird? Like,
what's the goal? Because the thing is like
protein.
Oh, you're trying to, actually they do say something about like people putting like horse semen in their hair to make their hair shinier.
Why is human semen the only off limits semen?
Because
we're throwing away like a natural resource.
It can contain AIDS. It can contain all these different things.
AIDS don't transfer through semen, do they?
Come on.
I don't know.
Every bodily fluid, specifically semen. That's why people get AIDS.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
Dude, I'm an anti-science guy.
I'm so curious as to how you thought AIDS was spread before this. I'm really curious. What is the?
I don't know. I thought there was like an AIDS force field around your dick.
Yeah.
Or like a drug test, like it would come out in your pubic hair or something.
You said it was like mysticism.
Yeah.
You said you were into mysticism, so I get that you thought AIDS was transferred through auras, through like your star sign.
Yes.
It was like, hey, my AIDS actually it relates well with your AIDS, and
right.
That's what now you have AIDS.
Right.
And you're going to die.
Yeah.
Your T cells are gone because you were born on this day at this time.
Yeah. I'm so delusional. I'm so delusional. I was thinking about it right now, and I was like, if I got AIDS, it wouldn't fucking get me. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't get. And then I thought about it, and I was like, and like, cause the gym that I go to is mostly gay guys.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a lot of like very large, in shape ones, and I was like, well, it can get them, so it can probably get me.
Do you know about PrEP?
What's that?
PrEP is a drug that people take ahead of gay sex because, and like you take it regularly, like, birth control. And basically it's gay birth control. And what they do is if you get the HIV virus, which causes AIDS, I think it tries to prevent you getting it. And then if you do get it, it keeps it at a state of just the HIV virus rather than AIDS, which is.
So you can still spread it.
You could still spread it, yes.
Fucking hell.
I mean, but I think PrEP also stops the spread. It's just
PrEP.
If it somehow gets by. No, yeah.
Sounds like an after-school program.
I want to start crushing up PrEP pills and snorting them. Just like be like, I am not gay. I'll never be gay. You'll never get me. This is my aura.
This is my aura.
Cocaine, methamphetamine, ecstasy, and PrEP.
Well,
That's like a new. What would you call that? 5C?
I would just call that PrEP.
PrEP?
Yeah, it's just.
How about Prep C?
Prep C.
Like
yeah,
C.
Prep C. You got Prep A, Prep C.
Yeah.
You got all the different Prep B.
Prep A would be amphetamines in Prep.
Yeah.
Prep C would be cocaine in Prep.
Yeah.
Prep,
Prep
B would be barbiturates. Yeah, there we go.
Barbiturates in Prep.
Yeah, Xanax, right?
And isn't Hep B the worst one?
I think maybe.
It is.
Can't remember.
Just like Prep B is the worst one.
Because
it's fentanyl.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You don't want to do Prep B, dude.
Hey, you know how we said we were not going to be shills for big corporations? Johnson & Johnson and all these pharma companies? That's ours.
They're all.
You want to pay for that? We're here for it.
They're all innocent.
And we'll promote it.
Who's that one family? That like, just killed everybody?
The Sacklers.
And they're just rich.
Makes it sound like either they play football or they're gay.
It just makes you think that guys like Luca Mangione maybe didn't have the worst ideas, you know? Yeah. Worst ideas, not in the sense of shooting someone, you know, in the sense of like the gay sex.
Yeah.
And going and...
Elaborate.
Yeah, just... He just in a strange, we talked about this before, in a strange way, he is a mastermind because he figured out how to go to jail forever with the biggest, blackest guys to get fucked in the ass just forever.
New York,
he is, like they think that they're punishing him.
No, they're making him stronger.
They should put him in jail with a bunch of girls.
Yeah, they should.
He would be pissed.
Yeah, he would be so pissed.
Yeah.
I think he's bi, though. So he's
no, he's not. There's no way. He's in way too good a shape to be bi. I took one look at that guy. I was like, he's gay. For sure.
He's so cut.
No, because he's so cut and he's handsome.
Yeah, he's handsome.
Like, that's what every dude at my gym looks like. Every day I have to make the sign of the cross and fight the urge to fuck some ass. Because, oh my God, are there a lot of good-looking men at my gym?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they all look at me. No. Like, they all give me the attention that I very needed from my mother in my childhood.
I mean,
you know?
All of the gay guys I've ever seen Rob be around are aggressively
attracted to me.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I will talk about, hey, you remember that guy like this? And then they'll say, oh yeah, the attractive guy. And I'm like,
dude,
how about just like, look, his eyes are up there.
Dude, but it's a curse. Because I don't think women find me as attractive as gay guys.
You gotta start taking Prep like sunscreen, just in case.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think that women think that I'm as attractive as gays.
I think they think you're taken.
I think
they might think
some girls do think I'm gay.
Of course they do.
What do you mean, of course?
You wear leather boots every single day of your life.
Yeah.
And you
God forbid you have a little class. You like, when you have class now, everybody looks at you and goes, oh, God forbid I don't watch football and wear Crocs. Like, you know what I mean?
You are wearing a like thin strap tank top right now.
It's a wife beater. How come only black people can wear wife beaters and they're not gay? Like, do black guys? It's only black guys and white people with no teeth can wear wife beaters, and then they're not gay. And if you're a normal looking person that's not black and you wear a wife beater, everybody just thinks you're gay.
Yeah.
It's
what if I came
up
up to you and said, "That's a nice husband beater"?
I would say thank you. Because that would be a compliment. Because you'd be like, oh, he looks like he takes care of himself and he's well groomed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I take from gays.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the thing. It's cursed. It's it's both a compliment and it keeps you from women. Maybe. Yeah. I don't think it does at all, but it's hilarious to think that way.
It does. It doesn't, because women are sick in the head and they think that they can change you.
Oh, that's actually a good thing, because then they do. You trick them. Yeah. You make them
that's what I'm going to start doing.
Yeah. Pretend.
I tried to do that with the fat girl. I did that with the fat girl.
I mean, you did, but that was not for the purpose of keeping her around.
That was for the purpose of getting rid of her.
Scaring her away.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he doesn't have any candy at the house. He's in such good shape.
He doesn't have any barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
To put on his...
Yeah.
Oh, you can't say that on the internet.
Be able to slather some barbecue sauce.
You can't. No, remember, you can't say these things on the internet. You cannot say these
things. Says who?
Says who? If you say these things on the internet, you sit at home alone in your basement in a dark room and goon all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, except it's literally the second scene in the movie Idiocracy when he wakes up. That's, oh my God, they predicted gooning, dude.
Yeah?
Idiocracy predicted gooning.
Oh yeah, okay, I haven't seen the full movie. What's the
Everybody is just jerking off all day, every day. And just going,
Do they have like an attachment on their dick? That,
I think so. Yeah. So I was gonna order one of those.
One of the ones where it's like a diaper where it just does it for you.
One of the ones that like moves. So it has different
when I was
settings.
like 16, I bought a $300 attachment for a flashlight.
Shut up.
Yeah, I mean this is anonymous, so I'm going to talk about it freely.
Right.
So it was this gigantic fucking thing, and it had controls on the side that were touch pads. And
did you link it Bluetooth?
You could link it
with
Bluetooth.
The video.
Yeah, you could do that, but I never did that because I was like, "What's the point?" And
you should make it more real.
No, dude, I have bad jerk off habits. I switch around too much, so like I don't want to fucking.
On the videos.
Yeah, I do it all the time. It's really bad, dude. My brain is fucked up because of that.
So you're a gooner.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I did not know how to describe it until someone said there's a whole trend of this. I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta stop.
I know, it takes up so much of my day.
No, that's actually bad.
Is it bad?
It's bad.
Why is it bad?
Because like it just desensitizes you from women.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, nothing about it is good.
It's not.
I just kind of don't have the energy to work on stopping that. I should, and I do actually take some steps to stop it, but
I got off of it, then I fell back in the hole.
In terms of gooning.
No, in terms of just jerking off to porn.
Yeah, no.
I would just sit around. I got off of it by looking up videos of Lotto and Megan Thee Stallion twerking on YouTube. Just twerk compilations.
I can goon off of that.
Okay. Well,
I can goon it.
But at least but then you go from that to like just still images. You know what I mean?
You work your way down.
You go from an R-rated movie to a G-rated movie. You know what I mean? You go from
like jerking off to the G-rated movie.
Right. No, yeah, you definitely could though. The Disney princesses, I've jerked off to those animated ones.
Well, when I was a kid.
I still do it.
Yeah, but now they're underage, so.
No. Like the moms.
Yeah.
No, and it's okay.
And it's okay. They're fucking cartoons.
Yeah.
That's Japan's argument.
And like Walt Disney wants you to do that. You're honoring his ghost. You know what I mean?
He's like, I hate Jews and I want children to jerk off.
Right.
I want everybody to
Otherwise
jerk
they
off.
wouldn't draw every girl like just a busty chick. You know what I mean?
They don't do that with Disney as much as they do that with like, of course, like anime and all these.
No. They do that with Disney. And Paramount or whatever.
It's certainly is.
No, DreamWorks. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but have you seen how they draw the bull?
I'm not jerking off to Lilo. Okay? I'm not jerking off to Lilo from Lilo and Stitch.
No. Yeah.
Okay?
That's disgusting. Her sister, though.
I'm jerking off to Stitch.
No, I'm jerking off to Stitch. Especially, I have to have headphones in for that one so I can hear it. Like that kind of thing.
I'm jerking off to the big black dude, the Secret Service agent.
Yeah.
In that suit with that one gold earring.
I'm jerking off to the little skinny alien.
Yeah.
I wish I knew.
What about the big fat one though? The really big one.
Yeah, I feel like that would be more of like your gym situation. The people at your
That's
gym
kind of
like
hot.
that one. But no, I'm much more going for the sister, and then this is something I've heard from multiple people.
Right.
The lifeguard, who's in it for 2 minutes.
Right.
But the female lifeguard, she's wearing a one piece and she's got blonde hair and she looks exactly like the sister.
Nice.
Except bigger tits.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
It's trippy.
Today in my gym, I was changing in the locker room after I took a shower.
Yeah.
And I just left my pants off and my dick swinging around for like a few seconds longer than I should have. Just to get some attention, you know? And it worked.
Yeah.
And then somebody started talking to me about my boots.
That's exactly.
Somebody started talking to me about my boots.
That's exactly while your dick was out?
No. After I put it on.
But that's what you should tell exactly that verbatim to your doctor, so you can get that prescription for PrEP, just in case. You're going to become a prepper. All right?
Nobody has AIDS anymore. Dude.
Prepper.
Nobody has AIDS anymore.
Hey, I wouldn't bet on that.
Really?
I wouldn't bet your life on that. No, I think there's a lot of people.
We don't have immigration from countries with AIDS.
You understand that
besides Brazil,
it is bouncing around our population so much. Just it's talked about less because
Oh, because nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Right. That whole South
AIDS isn't cool anymore. Like the South Park.
If you guys had cancer, then it would be different.
Yeah, like the South Park episode. Yeah.
AIDS is really bad. I wish I had cancer.
I fucking wish I had cancer. You fucking bitch.
I'm so lucky I have cancer. Because remember they're lying because they have AIDS. Like I'm so lucky I have cancer because otherwise I'd have AIDS and I'd hate that. That would be horrible.
I wish I didn't have AIDS is totally not cool, you guys. But like totally cool at the same time. Because it's not cool, you guys.
AIDS is totally weak.
Yeah. Cancer's fucking weak, you guys.
Yeah. All right. Any other cartoons you want to fuck in South Park?
No. No, they don't have hips.
Exactly. That's like the most sterile cartoon that could possibly be.
I don't know.
Most fuckable cartoons. I mean, anime is not even on the table because that's just the whole...
The Incredibles mom.
Yeah, like fucking the internet agrees with you.
Yeah. I know because I've watched the AI videos.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Dude,
on Pornhub.
AI for pornography, amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing. I'm mostly working with the stills right now, but the fucking video.
No. You can get the video.
I've seen the video, but it's just with AI. I've worked with it so much that I can see the imperfections really throw me out of it. Whereas the pictures, you could find ones with no imperfections or very few.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Defer to me. I Goon.
Right.
I mean, I don't love putting this out in the world. However, it's fun. It's fun.
Well, it's educational.
It's educational to know that.
It's educate because if you...
It's also good therapy for me.
Because for all the children listening to this, if you goon, you will end up like us, and you don't want that.
You do not want that.
Because,
you want to be working...
We're going to be stuck in coal mines in 10 years. They're going to start extraditing Americans to the Congo to go fucking mine whatever they do.
Doesn't that sound like the premise to an Indiana Jones movie, though?
Yeah.
That sounds like an
adventure. Okay, yeah, I'm down.
I'm down.
Maybe I'm going to the Congo.
Kids, you should keep gooning.
Keep gooning and go to the Congo, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to go pee.
All right, so should we stop this one? Where are we at in minute-wise?
I don't know.
I think we've been doing it quite a while. Let's pause it.
Pause? I'm getting better at not trying to kill people.
He is. He is getting better at it. There's less bullets in the chamber every day.
But I'm still putting loaded guns to my head.
Absolutely. Actually, I haven't seen that. That's disturbing. I didn't know that part was happening, but, we're making progress. It used to be 2 guns.
That's all you can do.
He used to try to double shoot himself in that.
I used to watch that movie with Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg and paint half of my body black.
Are you just turning back and forth?
Yeah, I'm turning back and forth. Yeah. It's like, come on, you can do it. And he's like, you can't do that, Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg, you can't do that.
This is 2 guns.
Get your hands.
So, but by the end of it, like, you both of them fall in love with each other.
By the end of it, I solve racism.
Well, and you're making out with yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Gooning to Lois from Family Guy.
There we go. Yeah, what is it about, like, cartoon moms? I don't know what to do. I think it's because they get to make jokes about how they are not good moms, right? Or they have all these deviousness behind them. They also just make them overtly sexual.
They do.
Yeah, but they are very sterile compared to even the what do you call it? Or most of the time
compared to the
Disney. Dude, that one is like
compared to the Japanese ones.
Yeah,
that one is gnarly.
That's like fucking radioactive material right there. And that was also the influence that both made the tentacles and the giant tits, because they experienced tit growth in the context of nuclear aftermath. Oh, it looks like it's quiet again. I don't know why. Maybe it's the angle I'm at.
I don't know. I think it's just fucked.
I think it's just fucked. Look, it's so much better now. Okay. It's just this.
Yeah, because
what the fuck is wrong?
Because you don't project your voice.
No, stop saying that. It's not true.
Yeah, it is true. You were just talking differently than you were before.
You just did. No, look, I'm talking at the same level of voice.
See, look, now it's low.
I'm talking at the same level of voice. All right. Well.
See that? It's okay. But yeah. I don't know What is all this?
Is that what you write down during the week?
Of Des Moines. Just below Santa's. What? Oh. This is just, I was just writing down, places that I used to work as Bob Dickers. I used to own several superstores in the tri-state area selling sporting goods.
Yeah.
It's where Dick's got their name from, actually.
Yeah.
And then Bezos came along.
Yeah, he sure did.
And fucked it up. Bezos fucked my wife, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he did.
He didn't fuck her in the conventional sense. He shoved his whole head in her pussy.
Because the tennis balls were cheaper. I swear, because I owned a sporting goods store. And I can't source everything from slave labor. And she whatever. Doesn't matter. Just know that my name used to mean something.
My name used to mean something.
I'm Bob Dickers.
Here's the thing. He tricked me into thinking that actually was real, and now I'm realizing it's just one of those things he says. It's just one of those things he says that doesn't really have a background, doesn't really have anything to it.
It does.
But he's creating a story.
There's a whole backstory that you'll have to subscribe to my OnlyFans to figure out.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna fuck Patreon. We're gonna only use OnlyFans as a means.
That might be funny.
That would be funny
because people already have OnlyFans accounts. Like if I had a favorite podcast, it would be much easier for me to sign up for their OnlyFans because I have an OnlyFans account as opposed to Patreon. I don't have a Patreon.
How many people have OnlyFans accounts? Because
everybody.
Why,
dude? Danielle Bregoli made like $60 million in like 2 months. Like, everybody made OnlyFans accounts just to see shit. And then you see a hot porn star. They have a free OnlyFans. You know what I mean?
What is so much better? Also, OnlyFans gets leaked to other places. So, like, what is so important?
People are lazy and not that tech savvy. And then people want to, give them tips to see, like, if they'll say something. Or you can, like, or they lie and say that they're on live chat. Just like my friend that does Mystic Management. Yeah. We're going to plug Mystic Management on here.
Shameless plug. Because they're a small business.
He talks to the guys for the girl. Because the girl doesn't know what to say. Just like how Andrew Tate said. He's like, oh, this fucking daft bitch doesn't know how to fucking... And he's like, yeah, daddy, I fucking love it in me ass.
Oh, you know what I mean? Texts for them. It's not like it's his voice. Cause
No. When they're chatting, they think that they're chatting with him. But really... I mean, with her, but he's chatting with the guy.
It's deeply uncomfortable in multiple directions.
It's kind of hot.
You like it?
Yeah.
You wish that would happen with the guys at the gym?
No, well... I'm sure that they'd be better at dirty talking than girls.
Yeah.
Like, I just know it. Although I did just meet this, like, stallion black chick who was a stripper, and she takes what she wants.
So wait,
you know what I mean?
Let's be clear. You went to a strip club.
No, this is a girl that you told me to run away from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's a stripper.
She was like, I'm gonna go to the Inland Empire to go make some money this weekend. I said, what do you mean? She goes, I'm gonna take my clothes off. I go, oh, nice, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, having a fucking like 5'9", 160-pound stripper chick with a coke problem is like, that's the kind of life-affirming adventure I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know?
But
that's how you can have this life-affirming adventure in LA.
I can't give full input on this without going all the way in terms of what the context is and how fucking dangerous this is.
Right.
But maybe so, should I or should I not?
We'll just leave it at that. Like,
we'll leave it at a glorious, nice sounding thing. Trick other people into doing similar stuff.
I mean, it could like, but in the destruction of myself and everything that I work for, it would be it'd be like a French film. It'd be tragic. It'd be tragically beautiful. You know what I mean? It would make my dick hard. You know?
It would make your dick hard once, and then you'd spend 7 years emailing a lawyer every fucking day. Every fucking day you're emailing Morgan & Morgan, which I own. I'm one of the Morgans. I'm actually both of the Morgans.
Right.
And I would be giving you legal advice.
Right. Do you do the same thing that I do? Do you paint half yourself black?
Yes, absolutely.
So there's Morgan.
I'm Morgan. We're going to take care of you.
Exactly.
The police
I'm
unlawfully killed your brother. And we're going to get you restitution.
Yeah.
All right, but first thing we're going to do, we're going to get you ordained. All right, you're going to be a Reverend Donald Jackson.
There's Morgan, and then there's Morgan.
Yeah.
There's Morgan,
and then there's Morgan.
and there's Morgan.
There's Morgan and Morgan.
Wait, so like
Morgan,
do you go all the way?
You can call me Mo.
Do you go all the way down to your dick when you pan it?
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, and actually, weirdly, like half of my dick gets longer.
Right.
When
that's what I was gonna ask.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's horribly painful because the other half is exposed.
I saw this one guy at an English pub one time. I was walking into I was like 7 Guinnesses deep. I walked in the bathroom. There was this old hunched over man, probably about 75 years old, standing kind of far away from the urinal, and his dick looked like a baby's arm.
It's probably an edema.
Dude, it was so big that I stared at it for a little bit, didn't go pee, immediately ran outside and just told my girlfriend how big this guy's dick was.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah, my girlfriend, her friend, and like her and her friend's boyfriend. And I was just like, you guys wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
It was like a baby's arm.
That's the kind of adventure I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was like Benjamin Button's arm because it was an old guy, so it was all shriveled. There was like sunspots on it. And
he's actually 12 years old, so first off, it's wrong. Second, it gets smaller over time.
Yeah.
As he gets younger, it gets smaller.
It was gnarly, dude. Like, I still think about it to this day. Just like a pasty old English dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You should invite him to your gym.
I wonder if he was that English porn star Danny D's dad. You know what I mean?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know Danny D?
No, yeah. Part of the thing is I cover so many websites, I can't really do the proper
I'm
research.
such a porn connoisseur that I like male porn stars just for the way that they fuck.
You know, that's hilarious because there are other people who are like that, and
they're homosexual.
I mean, I wasn't going to allege that about you, but what I was going to say is like, you know, there are people, the guys make a lot of money. They make a lot of money, and it's specifically on OnlyFans, men ask the woman to say, hey, I like the way that guy fucks, have him here again.
Right.
And I know this because
I don't care about what the girl likes. I care about what I like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that is... well, usually it goes together a little bit. I mean, not for everybody, but like, you know, usually it goes together somewhat.
Well,
Have you ever requested somebody?
Where?
That someone like, hey, this guy is better than the other guys. Bring him back. He's got this tattoo on this part of his body.
No, because they have their own pages.
The men?
Yeah.
The guy I know doesn't. He just is a contractor. He's like a contractor.
No, because he's not a professional.
He absolutely
he's on OnlyFans. These guys are AVN legends.
You know that they make less money, right? Or like generally.
No, because they have their own OnlyFans now. Whatever. It didn't
they do. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah. I love seeing old men with big dicks.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
You got to go to a different gym to get that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I'm at the right gym.
I think I'm at the right place.
I think I'm at the right
God is good.
Yeah. I don't know how it's going to turn out.
If I'm gay, I'm gay, but I'll figure it out. That's the adventure I'm talking about.
I've yet to go into the steam room. Let's just put it that way. I've yet to go in there. At the other ones, it was fine, but I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, are the guys bigger than you?
No. Well, some I don't know. Not generally. There are some bulls in there, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not sure I do. I'm confident you know what you mean.
So, I don't know.
There's Danny D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Don't trip on that thing.
Danny D. I watched an interview with this guy one time.
Yeah.
It was like a Daily Mail interview. Like Daily Mail did an interview with this guy.
Yeah.
Like back on Snapchat when you can like tap through the things.
Yeah.
And like he was like, yeah, I was just taking a piss in a field one day, and like next to my friend, and my friend looked over at my dick and said, "That's not normal," and then he said, your dick doesn't look like this, and all of his friends showed their dicks to him. Yeah. And he was like, "Oh, I'm abnormal." Yeah. But the funny thing about it is that this guy has a fucking ginormous dick.
So it's like way off. So like it's like, oh, I can't really.
No, it's just like ginormous.
Yeah.
Like it looks like he put a sleeve on it.
It's a white guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pasty English dude. I mean, I think we've talked about dicks enough.
Yeah, we have.
Maybe this is turning some people off.
I'm sure it's turning some people on.
Yeah.
But
maybe I should hook up to the speakers in my gym. and put this podcast on.
Put this podcast on. Hey, I'm just letting you guys know you're being noticed.
Right. Get every
hear my thoughts. I'm looking for a big one, like a baby arm.
Big.
All right?
Big.
I'll bring a baby in just so you can measure.
No, literally. I would actually be interested. Because it honestly might be bigger than a baby's arm. I don't have a good gauge about how big babies' arms are. You know what I mean?
Having babies to measure anything sexual is...
Is that weird?
Yeah. Is that weird? Oh,
but it's... Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
A bit of laissez-faire in that regard.
International politics.
I got it. Yeah.
That's a nice turn.
Yeah.
We talked about something British. We could talk about just a little bit of... I mean, honestly, politics, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we don't do politics. Maybe we talk about... I don't know.
I talk about whatever. I don't really care. I'm deeply depressed, so I don't care.
Yeah,
I actually don't care.
Well, I mean, can we get into Chinese people? Because that has been something we've talked about.
What has happened with them?
Well, just the idea that, like, some of them are spies. I've, like, started to accept that they are.
But that was a fact.
That is a fact. Yeah.
No, that's a fact.
No, but, I mean, facts are something you have to accept now.
Oh.
They're not. There's alternative facts. And just the idea that, like...
No, but it is a fact.
They think so differently than us. Those people who are from the CCP type of, orientation of their head. And I didn't say orientation. I mean Orientals.
I don't think that they do. I think that they're just sellouts in their own way.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Like, I don't really see the difference between some piece of shit in LA who wears a fucking cowboy hat inside and has never shot a gun and like and dresses like a biker on the weekends for fun and goes to Erewhon, and somebody who's willing to just, sell their morality and their soul for like just...
Who shuts down any discussion of the Uyghur genocide.
Yeah, like what's the difference? I mean, both are stolen valor. Dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And honestly, I think that the fake cowboy one is worse.
The fake cowboy one is pretty bad.
Than denying a genocide.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
I like Taylor Sheridan, but I think he's entirely to blame. That's the guy who did Sicario and Hell or High Water, and he did Landman.
Sicario's money.
Sicario's money.
Amigo, ¿quieres morir?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was money.
Oh, my God. Dude, my favorite
I like how in Sicario they made the chick a chick. You know?
Oh, yeah.
They didn't make her into some fucking super badass. It's like enough. But she was badass enough. She was badass to the capacity that a girl can be a badass.
Yes, it was like, a realistic thing.
Like, enough. Like, girls can be badasses compared to normal guys, but compared to badass guys, they become just normal girls. You know what I mean?
I told you about the Landman. The wife is, like, very much a woman, right? And she says...
A woman.
Someone says to her...
What is a woman?
Yeah, what is a woman?
Hey, somebody, CJ, get Matt Walsh out here, dude. What's a woman? CJ, ask Matt Walsh if he's a racist, and then ask him if he's a woman.
CJ, show us your history. I want to see what a woman is and what is questionably a woman.
Oh my God, I gotta tell you about something. Like this guy that I know.
Yeah, this guy.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Do I know him?
Yeah, you.
I
don't know if you've met him.
Maybe not.
You know my friend that lives in DC?
No, I might not. No, I don't think I do.
That I went to Costa with?
Oh yes, I do.
Have you met him? Yeah, he came to your house one time for a party in like early college.
Yeah.
But that might be the only time you met him.
Yeah.
He's in a fantasy football league with Bimbo and these other guys that we don't like, right?
Yeah.
Because they were dicks to us when we played rugby in high school.
Yeah.
Like, like they weren't like I feel like when you come to a sport and you're new and you're on the team, right? Yeah. It's a team thing, so it's like let's try to help these guys and make them better, right? Yeah. Because like as an American, like rugby has a lot of rules that like you just don't understand.
Yeah.
You know? And a lot of like, unsaid shit, whatever. Like unwritten rules. And like he was a total dick and piece of shit to us, and both of us could kick his ass. Like I think he was just mad.
Yeah.
So my friend in DC just fucks with him all the time. All the time he fucks with him, right?
Yeah.
So like and he uses me like as a think tank of sorts. He'll just call me randomly and be like, what should I text this other dude, right? Let's call him Kyle.
Yeah.
What should I text Kyle, right?
Fuck you, Kyle.
Let me read you what we decided to text Kyle in the group chat the other day.
I want to hear it.
Oh yeah. Hey Kyle, Trying to end a debate with my friend. What's worse, not being able to lose your baby fat or watching your girlfriend get fucked by every guy? Let me know which one you think, bro. Thanks. Like, just out of the blue, randomly. And the worst part about it is that this guy, Kyle, his girlfriend does get fucked by a bunch of different guys.
Wait.
And that's the second reason why we have beef with him. Because my friend went to the same college as Kyle's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And my friend knew that he was trying to be a nice guy, right? Yeah. So he called Kyle and was like, he called Bimbo to tell Kyle, hey, Kyle's girlfriend is getting fucking railed every weekend by the same guy.
Yeah.
And then Kyle got mad at my friend.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been in denial for years. So then we're like, okay, fuck this guy, right? Like, and then he said, and then there's another guy in the group chat whose wife cheated on him within the first week that they were married.
Fantastic.
And they were still married. And he goes, Luca, also need your take on this. Let me know. Thanks, bud. and then
this is for the GRE. I need to know before I take my test.
And then he goes, and then all Kyle says is, "Shut up, man." Period. and then he goes like this, and then he goes, "Hey, Kyle, do you think if your dick worked, your girlfriend will stop cheating on you?
Oh my god!
Or does she just have no respect for you after you let this guy fuck her every single night and did nothing? Ha ha ha! You're such a pussy." And this is just random, right? This is just randomly.
How do they still have a fantasy football team?
And then he sent the guy's number, the guy's contact, who fucked his girlfriend, and said, "Here, stand up for yourself. Stop letting your girlfriend walk all over you." And
we're just laughing about this now, and he's gonna go kill that guy. He's gonna go shoot that guy in the head. He's gonna find out where he lives.
And then he goes, "Shut your bitch ass up." And then my friend said, that's what Kyle said. And then my friend said, "I'm down, let's handle it." And then Kyle said, "Today?" And then my friend said, "First you gotta handle your chick. Stop letting her fuck every dude and giving you all sorts of weird STDs. Need to get you tested if we're gonna go toe to toe."
Dude, how are they still talking?
And then
talk to somebody.
And then Kyle's a piece of shit. He goes, "Good one, dude," like that, right? And then hey, what is And then he said, "Come knock on my door, bitch. I'll get up for 5 minutes to put you to sleep." And then my friend goes, "Why do you say your door? Isn't it your mother's house because you don't have a job? And why did she leave you?"
Oh my god.
And then he goes, "Definitely making more than you, but nice try again. Right, Mr. Cool Ass?" And then he goes, "I feel bad, man. I think your dad and your mom left you. Did you ever know why your dad left you? Or is it just that you were so ugly he had to skip town?"
Did his dad leave?
Wait, hold on. And then it happened that he said apparently the guy's dad died.
No. That happens so often where like you're making fun of a guy and then you make fun of his parents and he's like, "My dad's dead." It's a trump card. But the best thing is when you double down. You're like, "Yeah, he's dead from being gay."
No.
Is that what he does?
That's what, dude, I'm trying to find. Oh, he said, and then Kyle was like, "Actually, my dad died, but again, get your facts right. Dad died, grew up with a single mom, and now I'm still on the come up." And like, and then he called my friend, and my friend has dyslexia, so he gets really mad about that. And then he just went into overdrive. He said, "Did your dad kill himself because you were such a depressing little fuck?"
Oh my god. This is not even funny anymore. This is angry. However, he is making me laugh.
Dude, and then Kyle, and then he said, let's go to war. You did this to yourself. Big mistake." And then Kyle goes, "I think I may actually contact your family. Your mental health is concerning me. Like, all shit talking aside, are you actually okay?" And then and he said,
sounds
"I genuinely think there's something wrong with you." and then he said, And then yeah, it just went on. It just went on and on and on and on and on. And then
your friend from DC has lost the moral high ground now. No matter how much he fucked with you in high school.
Oh, dude.
Kyle, this is becoming a Cartman Kyle situation. However, Cartman Kyle, even though Cartman's wrong, it's funny.
And then this guy, he goes, and then Bimbo calls my friend and goes, "You can't say this stuff. Apologize to Kyle."
Yeah.
And then Kyle texted him something again about being.
Yeah.
And so my friend calls him and just goes, he just goes, "I don't give a fuck about your fucking dad. Fuck your dad. I'm glad he's dead." And hangs up the phone.
Oh my god.
And then like 2 minutes later calls it back and he goes, "Yeah, I'm real sorry, Cal. I'm really sorry about what happened."
That's beautiful.
And then
I'm really sorry. But fuck you, man.
He called him and just said, "Fuck your dad. I'm glad he's dead. You piece of shit. You deserve it." And then 2 minutes later, just go, "Yeah, Cal. That was too far. I'm sorry about that."
That's amazing.
I know.
That built a good crescendo.
It was the funniest thing I've ever heard. And we just think about this shit throughout the week. Like, what can we send Kyle to fuck with
ruin
this
his day?
No, literally. I hate this guy. I still hate this guy.
What did he do that was so bad?
He was just a total dick, dude. Or like,
you know how that's not convincing,
right? Or
like
we'll send pictures of like just like super ugly people and be like, "Oh look, it's you, Kyle." Or like there's this other ginger guy, like we'll call him like Gabe, and Gabe Gabe is a ginger, so my friend in DC will send a picture of an orangutan like smearing shit all over the glass and be like, "Oh look, I found a picture of Gabe," like just randomly. Or like
are you using their I'm not
like that photo. Like we'll send something like that. And be like, "Look, I found a picture of you."
Oh my god.
I mean, it's rich. I really enjoy it.
It's really good. No, being like really mean is funny.
It is.
It is funny.
Yeah, because this guy deserves it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because he shouldn't have fucked with us.
Yeah.
He started it. He shouldn't have fucked with my friend and I because he knows that we're crazy. Because I'm Rob Dickers. You know?
Yeah.
And that's Bobby Jacks.
Yeah.
That's my friend's name, Bobby Jacks.
That's Bobby Jacks.
And like you can't fuck with Rob Dickers and Bobby Jacks and not expect like an outrageous reaction that's just way too much.
I hope we can have Bobby Jacks on the pod at some point. That would be funny.
Bobby Jacks.
I didn't know Bobby Jacks had this in him.
Dude, you don't know if you don't know the half of Bobby.
Bobby knew
Jacks
he was outrageous because of that video he sent you, but
oh, I love that video.
All right.
No, look. Okay. Let me.
In the context of us guessing whether you're gay or not for the whole beginning of the podcast, why don't you go over the content of the video? Right. Then why don't you go over what the only part of it that makes
I know. Okay, so Bobby Jacks, and you wonder why that's his name, right? Bobby Jacks
off.
He sent me a video like a full frontal in a mirror of him jerking off, and it kind of fired me up. You know what I mean? I was like,
fired you up.
I was like, I'm glad that my friends are enjoying themselves. Like, I love to see my boys jerk off, right?
You love to see your boys jerk off.
Yeah, because I don't like to see that's the difference. I don't like to see him come. I just like to see him jerk off, right? And then he was jerking off, and he was like, oh yeah.
What
and I was like,
weird boundary.
I was like, that's all right. And then he was like, you want me to fuck your little pussy? And I was like, okay, that's a little weird. I could do without the commentary. And then he just started coming all over himself, and he was like, and that's what turned it off for me. But let me tell you something. I did still watch the video again. I just knew where the part was that made me uncomfortable, and just didn't watch that. You know what I mean?
You know what? That actually makes total sense.
It does.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
I'm not being facetious in the slightest. That is something that is.
Listen, man, it's a free country. It doesn't have to make sense to you. You know, it makes sense to me. I mean, that's Bobby Jacks, for God's sake.
That's Bobby Jacks.
I've sent him a lot of my sex tapes with people, and he's like, that fires me up. And then he'll take a screenshot of like my dick going in, and be like, that fires me up. Like, you know what I mean?
You have sex tapes with people?
Yeah.
Why don't you start an OnlyFans? Because they're not consenting to that sort of behavior. Do they know that you have sex tapes with people?
Yeah.
Okay.
You think it was a hidden camera thing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like a Dennis Reynolds.
No.
The implication.
No. And like I know that I shouldn't have sent it to another person, but like Bobby Jax is like such a solid dude that it is safe with him. You know what I mean? It is, and God forbid you can't like. I feel like you can't do a mass send out or send it to somebody who's gonna do a mass send out or like leak it. Like you couldn't send one to Bimbo because he's gonna show everybody. But Bobby Jax is solid. You know what I mean? Bobby Jax. I trust my life in Bobby Jax's hands.
And you say there's no more adventure in the world?
No, in LA at least.
You're certainly having quite an adventure online,
right?
Which is that's where our adventure is now.
No, yeah, but I'm not willing to do that. That's.
You are certainly willing to do that. You've done that. You just explained how you do that, and it's exciting.
Maybe I put. Maybe I put a loaded gun to my head while I was doing it and said I don't want to do it, but I painted myself half and half.
Which half was holding the gun?
But one time was yellow.
Which half was holding the gun?
The yellow side.
The yellow side.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. How does that? It was a performance art piece about how China is raping America.
How does that side talk? Can you give us a little sample?
It talks normal.
It talks normal. It just talks in Homer Simpson's voice?
Yes. I was thinking more like it talks like in like Waylon Jennings' voice or something. You know?
I love the idea of like a southern.
Have you seen videos of those guys? Dude, there is videos of like full-fledged dudes that like have Chinese heritage that were like raised in like southern Louisiana and talk like hood rats, dude. You know what I mean?
That's fantastic.
It's fucking awesome.
That's America.
See, that's America.
You cannot deport even an
assimilation
if they have one of those accents.
Like assimilation is not a racial thing. It's a cultural thing.
It's a cultural
That's
thing.
what it is.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, if you want to talk about politics.
Yeah. If you want to talk about politics.
If you want to talk about politics. Okay, sorry. Ooh. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry that like we don't want to have like a bunch of like whatever Santeria shit in America. Like, you know?
No.
Especially because I just watched True Detective.
Yeah.
And I know where the Santeria leads.
Oh, yeah.
I know where it leads.
Yeah.
And you know what? Those were white people doing Santeria.
That was.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, God forbid. Right?
Yeah. God, okay, True Detective Season 1, like, fucking so good.
Yeah.
Best season of any TV show ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder which one of us would be which character. I mean, if you saw us, it'd be obvious. It would be fucking obvious. Yeah, I definitely.
I think that both. I think that you would definitely be Woody Harrelson.
Yes, absolutely. I would be Woody Harrelson.
And I don't think that I would be Matthew McConaughey for like his like how badass he is. Like that's not the part. The part is just like how he loathes everything. And
yes.
he's
tattoos.
He's kind of mentally ill.
Looks like he could have been undercover.
Yeah, and he's just progressively more and more mentally ill.
No, I'm the type of guy.
And he has these theories that no one believes and eventually come out to be true. You know what I'm saying?
That
and I have a storage locker.
And you have a storage locker with a bunch of investigation materials.
I do. Remember I actually do.
Yeah. You keep changing the investigation every fucking day.
Yeah.
As to what it is.
It's an investigation into everything.
But I'm the type of guy who's if his daughter had a consensual three-way with two boys, I would find them, I would put them in jail, and then I would put on gloves and I would beat them senseless.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Choice.
He's a pretty badass guy.
I love him.
He was pretty badass.
His ideals completely conflict the entire time though. That's the thing that is I also see in myself.
I mean,
look, you have to be a good wife to me, but all of a sudden you blow off some steam. Look at her tits, right? Those tits are amazing.
I can see how that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Like, he's not being a good person, but, like, it's totally reasonable.
That's not reasonable because she can't sleep with anybody else.
Yeah, but she's not doing anything stressful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What about the job of motherhood?
Yeah, okay, he's looking at dead babies all day.
It's true.
If she...
That gets you horny.
Dude, if she worked at a Planned Parenthood clinic... then fine. You know what I mean? Then fine.
You can cheat if you look at dead babies
all day. Yeah, exactly.
That is,
you know what I mean?
Hilarious.
I mean, dude, that's why society moved forward so much.
Yeah.
Until they banned prostitution and mistresses were frowned upon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, if you, like, you know, like, because what Sex in the City, or is that show?
Which one?
That's the show, right? Sex in the City?
Well, I don't know which show. Yeah, it is a show.
No. Which one is the one in the 90s with like Julia Roberts or whatever?
That's the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, okay. That one, that whole lie, girls, like...
They're not that.
They can't do that. Like some of them can.
But the ones that do
are fucked up in the head.
Look like
you know
a horse.
That, yeah, but like you know that they do that not because they want to, because they're being compelled to do so. Yeah. By some neurosis.
They're
you know what I mean?
Conform to an identity that they don't have.
Like a girl doing that is like a guy becoming Hitler or Mussolini. Yeah. Like the neuroses are just different.
Well,
we're like, let's go take everything over and kill people that we don't like. They're like, let me get back at my dad by fucking everything that walks.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's exactly what my daughter did, and I beat the shit out of those two goth boys. Right. But I want to get back to...
That was awesome.
If you look, I love that so much. Yeah. No, he put on gloves so that he didn't fuck up his hands and he didn't leave any impressions.
Yeah.
I would.
Well, and because that shit is really hard. So he didn't...
True.
Like, you know what I mean?
True.
Didn't fuck up his knuckles. Shit was really
hard.
I
love how he gave him... It's not even... He didn't even really give them a choice.
He did. He said if you want to get in Angola or just take an ass beating.
Yeah,
that's totally reasonable. Yeah. When I watched that, I was like, see, that's why I think that like society is going to shit.
Yeah.
Because we used to have shit like that. Humans used to have agency, right? Yeah. Now it's like, oh, there's two elevators. This is a staff elevator only. Fuck you.
That really pissed you off.
Yeah.
There was another elevator. It was perfectly reasonable right next to it.
It's a microcosm of a bigger issue. It's like, we can't do this. Like, we are not allowed to make informed decisions as adults. Like, that to me is a totally reasonable thing. Like, let the guy beat the shit out of the dudes and then drop the statutory...
No, but the staff elevator is for people that get into the staff-only area, which you don't want to be.
No, it's not. It's right next to it.
It's right next to it, and it probably goes...
No, it doesn't. It goes... I've seen where it goes, because I've taken it.
You can just take it. That's funny. Okay.
Yeah. There's no key or anything. They're just like, this is staff only.
Minimum wage. Don't you think they should have, like, something a little over the top?
For what?
Because they work minimum wage jobs.
No, if they work minimum wage jobs, they should fucking take the goddamn stairs. You know what I mean? Maybe if the electricity bill wasn't so high, then I wouldn't have to pay $14 for a cup of coffee, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. I disagree because I work a minimum wage job, but fucking, not right now, but in the past I have. But
yeah, and what happened when minimum wage job workers got ideas and overthrew a country? Soviet Union. Maoist China.
Which you have...
Death. That's what happened. Made Hitler look like... It made the Germans look like they weren't good at engineering ways to kill people efficiently. That's what it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are really efficient and good at fucking shit up.
That's where an elevator with a sign that says staff only, but in no way stops customers from using it. That's where that leads.
Right.
Is what you're saying.
It does. No, it does. It does. No, I'm telling you, it's a microcosm, dude. So it's a microcosm.
I want to get back to the True Detective thing because I think that there might be a justification with what you said, and it's just like, look, if you women all stop getting abortions. We'll stop cheating on you.
Really?
Because then there's no dead babies to look at, right?
Listen, my name is Rob Dickers, and I can neither confirm or deny whether I support that.
Yeah.
But it does sound kind of good.
That sounds kind of good.
You know what I mean?
Like, look, you fucking coat hanger went missing. We're cheating again. Yeah, We're fucking your sister.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like, I just don't think it's that bad, you know? Like, if a woman really loves a man, she should be like, fine, you can do that, you know? And if they want to do it, see, I'm a reasonable guy. Like, if they want to do it because I'm allowed to do it, fine.
Yeah.
But I just don't believe that they want to do it the way that I want to do it. I want to do it as just like, you know, going to the water park with my friends, you know, like going to see a movie. Like,
well, then
it's not that big of a deal. They're doing it because they want me to know that they're doing it.
But here's the thing.
I don't go and fuck up my life doing cocaine all night with my friends to try to get back at you, right? I'm not thinking about you. I'm thinking about me. When you go and fuck a guy, You're thinking about what I'm going to think. Well, just like in True Detective.
Yes, exactly.
She was like, I have to fuck Matthew McConaughey. Because if I fuck a random guy, it doesn't matter. I have to fuck your partner to get back at you. He was just like, look at these tits. Yeah. This is awesome. You know
but remember, when the mistress slept with another guy, or was about to, he broke down the door and like put a gun in his mouth.
That's because he was an asshole. That's where the game gets fucked up.
That's where it's wrong.
That's where he's wrong. He's in the wrong. Because she should be able to do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Because I think that they can do whatever they want. I just think that they don't know what they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
They're doing something like, I don't know, like a kid puts on a fireman's hat and like does what they think a fireman does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing it out of spite.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it like the kid who's like purposefully acting out in class to get attention. Like you're not doing that because
you're not doing it like me where I have to scream every 20 minutes.
You're not doing it because you have ADHD. You're doing it because you miss your mommy. Yeah. There's a difference, right?
I don't know where
there's a difference, on this right? Like that's the difference. And it's like the same thing with like the guys that like cosplay in LA as like or like people who like act mysterious, you know? Like I've been told by a lot of girls that I'm mysterious. But it's only because I usually wear boots and dress like in all black and don't like talking to them. So they think that I am mysterious and have these secrets of the universe. No, I just don't like talking to you. But the guys that act mysterious, they're doing it for someone else, right? There's a difference. You know what I mean?
Wait. So you're saying it's wrong to affect a different personality for someone else?
Yes.
All right. Well, what about your avatar theory?
That's a means to an end within the sexual game.
Okay.
Within the sexual game. But the avatar theory doesn't have to do with being a fake pretentious fuck, right?
Wait a minute.
No, because
what was your poetry guy?
Yeah, but I'm actually that. So I wasn't being an avatar. I was just taking one major facet of my personality and putting it completely at the forefront.
And turning it up. Yeah, because with the painted nails, you wouldn't do that
exactly.
Otherwise. Yeah.
I'm talking about the guys that fucking act like that but have never read a book before.
That's
or
fair.
just read, or they just read The Alchemist. You know the guys that post on Instagram, just read The Alchemist, great book. It's like that should be embarrassing to admit.
I like The Alchemist.
Right. But would you post about it and be like,
I never posted
right?
anything.
They're posting about it like they just read Infinite Jest, or they just read Brothers Karamazov, or they just read Ulysses, or Finnegan's Wake. Like some literary achievement, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You read a children's book. You know? Enough. Right?
It is a children's book. But it's an important book, but it's like 100
it's
pages.
like you gotta go find out for yourself. Fuck you. And it's not even about alchemy at all. Go read some Manly P. Hall if you want to figure out about alchemy, bro. You know? Go read about Paracelsus, dude.
No, it's not about alchemy.
Go read about...
It's
about the alchemy of the soul, man. Fuck you.
You believe everything in that book is just not because of that book.
Because I'm not right? Because I read big boy books. I don't read Just Do It, Phil Knight autobiography. You know?
Okay.
I don't read Stay Hard, Goggins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. If I was going to read a stupid book like that, it'd be like Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink or something. You know what I mean? No. It wouldn't be some fucking book, you know?
All right, this is kind of a non sequitur, but I do have this idea about like salesmanship in different jobs and like a salesman who's an undertaker and just telling people like like you're looking at me. The idea is telling the wife how good the body's gonna look and how it's gonna look so good. You're not gonna believe that they let you fuck them. It's like that's where you see the. I just had that.
That's
thought.
a good idea.
Like, you're not gonna fucking. You're gonna look at that body. You're gonna be like, how did that Adonis let me fuck him? Yeah. I want to sit on his face, and there will be a seat option.
That's actually a good idea.
Right? It's actually like not only a joke, but like a good idea.
That's a really good sell.
It's a sell. Because other guys are like, it's going to be a really nice ceremony. It's going to be a lot of memories. Like, no, you're going to want to fuck this body. I'm going to do such a good job.
You're going to be in a state of depression for many days after. Because you're going to know that you can never get something like that ever.
Exactly.
And you're going to wonder, you're going to say, why me?
Yeah.
Why was I so blessed?
You're going to think, why didn't I...
You're going to have survivor's remorse. That's what you're going to have. You're going to be like, I should have died.
Yeah.
He was given more to society than me.
You're going to mourn...
And not just because he was a man.
You're going to mourn every inch of that penis.
Yeah, you are.
You're going to feel bad that you didn't freeze more of that sperm.
Right.
You could have put more of him in the world, but no.
And then you could
now he's dead.
And then you could have raised them in rural Louisiana in the bayou and fucked them.
Yeah. Just Matthew McConaughey.
Just like in True Crime, bro. True Detective.
I know Matthew McConaughey's bone structure, and I'm going to replicate it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look like the husband at all anymore.
It just looks like he...
I don't know. I had this idea. I just wanted to throw it out there.
Yeah. That'd be kind of hot.
That would be a good sales pitch.
Yeah.
I'd pay for that service for me, and I would hope my loved ones would also pay for that service.
Yeah.
Just talking about how everybody at the funeral wants to fuck me.
Yeah. like the
dead body.
The priest gets up there, and he's like, "Why don't you come look at this?"
Yeah, I encourage
you. You wouldn't fuck that.
Yeah.
And then he just jumps in the casket.
We're gonna
and pulls the body out.
Yeah.
And just goes, come on, give him one last one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Starts flailing his dick around.
Yeah.
Jerking it off. He's like, look at that fucking thing. Look at that fucking thing.
We're gonna have an open dick casket.
Yeah.
Look, his face got blown off
like
with a shotgun. We're gonna work with what we can work with.
He drags his daughter by the hair down the aisle, and it's like, you suck his dick right now. She's like, I don't want it. He's like, look at him. He's fucking beautiful. You think you get that? You fucking whale.
You're talking about making memories. That's a memory right there.
That's fucking money. I would pay to see that.
I got a ton of those ideas. I just
there's a fucking
down.
Oh fuck.
We might time. We
I don't know. Maybe we can find a different one. We're supposed to go to an investors meeting.
We are supposed to go to investors. Oh, I have a story about an investors meeting.
Oh yeah.
So there was an investor meeting where this inspiring guy who went to prison,
right,
went up and talked, and he basically, went to the craziest type of prison you could go to.
Right.
Within the prison, he was in a crazy cell block, and someone in the audience recognized that, and he got to speak afterwards, and it was this with a coif on his coiffed hair and a little spear earring, and he goes up and he clearly has, I don't know, some sort of he's a poser, but he also has some sort of mild autism, but not the sympathetic kind.
Right.
And he goes up and he says, wow, that's crazy that you went to block 4B, that's where you get. It's the guy didn't mention that at all in the story. Clearly that probably happened. And then the guy's just face sinks. It just sinks. And everybody is mortified, but we let him keep talking. And then he just goes out, he's like, well, anyway, here's how my day went. I'm just struggling with so much, my depression. And it's you just ruined this guy's month. This guy clearly had the main speaker clearly had so much going on in his head that he was talking about the guns he sleeps with. He was like, I started keeping a .45 when I was 14 years old.
Jesus Christ!
And I sleep with a Kimber, 1911 .45, right under my bed, right under my pillow every night.
I used to say things like,
yeah.
Who do you have to piss off to do that? Or what kind of a life is that to be living in that much paranoia and fear? But I live that life now. I literally do that every night.
Out of
nobody's trying to get me, but I just feel better when it's there.
Hey, wouldn't everybody though? That's the thing. It's I've relinquished that.
Yeah, but it doesn't really make any sense because any intruder that's going to take me down is probably going to be able to take a few 9mm to the midsection as well.
We gotta have a 45.
Because I'm a fucking massive dude. I could probably beat the shit out of 99% of the people that are watching this.
He's pointing to an empty room. I promise you. I have to, because we're gonna do this audio, I have to narrate what you're doing. You didn't even know you were doing that, did you?
Dude, in my mind, I saw a crowded banquet hall, dude. And
you're like, sell me this pen. I will beat this tar out of you.
Yeah, dude, 99, dude.
I will make you have to have a colostomy bag. I will hit you so hard. Also, you're flipping the knife. I mean, this is why we did but we're not going to talk about that.
Knife.
Well, no, why we... I mean... because it was so good, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's
our
not
voices
worth it
are so velvety. Because they're projected properly into a microphone.
Certain people are sick and have no senses of humor. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
All right. Well, thank you for listening.
Yeah, and go fuck yourself.